In this recording, I'm going to introduce you to Project 3, and to start off, I'm going to scroll through a few examples from previous students. Basically, the project is called Wordplay, and the emphasis is upon creating a text-based document and using one or two main words. Create a subtitle that goes with that word, some kind of phrase or something that amplifies on the word. I want you to create some vector shapes. I want you to create at least one vector mask. So you will need to use the pen tool and make some selections or shapes from that path. To do one whole project, you may find that you can't do the whole thing in one view. What I mean by that is you might need to make some different layer comps and do different groupings in order to meet all the requirements of the project. If you tried to show everything that you did in the project in just one version, you might have problems that might begin to look cluttered. Anyway, so in this case, the student used the word ramen. He created vector shapes of the ramen noodles and that type of thing. The subtitle is in Japanese of ramen, and it's a clipping mask. This one uses a combined words. It uses a Ranger Corps, one riot, one ranger, and is a subtitle. Use the one vector shape from the existing library, which you can do. But I also want you, again, to use a vector mask, and as possible, a vector mask could have been used around her to hide the background. At least one character should be replaced with an image or shape or something that replaces the character. So in this case, the girl replaces the letter R. And you can see some of the clipping mask work in the letters. Not every letter needs to have a clipping mask in it. In this case, he did a clipping mask inside the letter O rather than replacing the whole letter O with the picture of the ball, which you could have done. But this is also like a clipping mask that was placed inside a shape, and the shape could have been created by a path. So the word here is soccer, the subtitle is eat and sleep and play, and the background is a soccer field or play field. This one is water. Water looks like it's being poured into the letter W. Water is in the back clip to the letters W-A-E-R. A fire hydrant used to replace the letter T. Subtitle, no water, no life, no green, no blue, no green, and has a background image of water that all ties it together. And here's another one of coop, clipping mask with the K and P, replace the O's, in this case 2 letters, with images of, in this case, discs. The subtitle is here, the difference. I think that could have been made slightly simpler, just did the whole thing in maybe italics, all plain white letters and a lowercase t. Didn't need to underline the difference, but I understand that he wanted to put emphasis on that. The shape of the earphones were used here, and so it illustrates the concept. This is coastal, vector shape around the dolphin to hide the dolphin's background. Vector shapes from the library, from the sun one, splashing and fun, the subtitle. And for my last one, I'll do this Hawaii. Again, they use the sun image from the library, which you can add as one of your vector shapes, but I definitely want you to create one vector shape where you create it from making a pen's path and having it go around an item that could be applied as a vector mask, or it could also be defined as another custom shape to be used in your project. And in this one, again, it's Hawaii. They've clipped another picture into the letters of Hawaii. Paradise and Pacific is the subtitle. Okay, I'm trying to go quickly here so you don't hold up too long. So anyway, just to start the project, I want you to start a new project. I want you to make sure that you choose 6 inches wide by 4 inches tall at 300 ppi. I don't want to see a vertical format for this particular assignment. So you can click OK, and there you have your document ready to start your project. And I'm going to pause here, or actually stop the recording here, and I will do another follow-up recording where I get a little bit more into some of the requirements in the project and show you how to make them. Thanks for joining me.